Our strategy is to bring the therapy to patients worldwide while staying disciplined about where we commercialize directly versus where a strong local partner can accelerate access.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Santhera Pharmaceuticals, the Executive Vice President for Corporate Planning and Business Development, Andreas Missy. Andreas, very good to speak with you and Happy New Year. You've started 2026 on the front foot. Can you give us an overview of the scope and structure of the licensing deal signed with Nxera today?
Sure. First of all, thank you very much, Stephen, for having me, and also Happy New Year to you. Well, the Nxera agreement expands the global coverage of AGAMREE to Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. As a reminder, AGAMREE, our treatment for Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy, is currently sold in the US, Europe, the UK, and China. The licensing agreement is for the development, manufacturing, and commercialization of AGAMREE in that region. The total deal value is up to $205 million plus royalties. We secured an upfront payment of $40 million, consisting of $30 million in cash and $10 million in equity investment from Nxera. The equity investment is priced at a 20% premium to the 30-day VWAP to the day of announcement. In addition, Santhera is eligible to receive up to $165 million in regulatory and sales milestones, plus double-digit tiered royalties on net sales.
Can you walk us through why Nxera was selected as Santhera's licensing partner in the APAC region?
Oh, sure, gladly do. Nxera is a technology-powered biopharma company and has expertise in developing and commercializing specialty care treatments. Nxera can execute successfully, as demonstrated by its product PIVLAZ. This in aggregate, we believe, makes them an ideal for AGAMREE. They have an established infrastructure in Japan and across the wider APAC region. Nxera's teams brings in addition significant prior development and manufacturing experience with AGAMREE through its 2023 acquisition of Idorsia's Japan and APAC business, which we believe will be of great assistance to accelerate the process to get AGAMREE onto the market.
Andreas, what would be the key next steps in terms of clinical and regulatory milestones in the region?
Well, let me first say, Nxera and Santhera are committed to make AGAMREE available as to many patients as possible and as soon as possible. AGAMREE is already approved in the US, Canada, the EU, UK, and China, which provides a solid basis for the regulatory pathway in the territory. Potentially, there's a bridging clinical study needed to gain approval in Japan. If this is deemed to be necessary, then Nxera will be responsible for and pay to run this study, as well as in addition to securing the regulatory approval. To set up the manufacturing for AGAMREE for the APAC region will also be a key focus for Nxera in the near term.
Andreas, what's the patient need in the APAC region and what's the market size in terms of DMD patients?
The only products currently available on the market for DMD is prednisolone, a traditional corticosteroid, along with an exon skipper, which just treats about 8 to 10% of DMD patients, but just with a particular mutation. As in other countries, there's therefore a strong need for a corticosteroid with equivalent efficacy to the traditional steroids, but without the side effect profile, which is exactly where AGAMREE fits in. So Japan is a very sizable market for DMD, where we estimate that there are over 2,000 patients, where approximately 60 to 70% are currently treated with steroids.
What does today's agreement mean for Santhera's broader global expansion strategy for AGAMREE? Will you be pursuing further licensing deals?
Well, first of all, we are very excited about it. And this agreement is a major step in building the global footprint for AGAMREE. Our strategy is to bring the therapy to patients worldwide while staying disciplined about where we commercialize directly versus where a strong local partner can accelerate access. Santhera will continue to expand the availability of AGAMREE globally outside of Europe, where we market the product ourselves. As a reminder, in the last 6 months alone, we have signed deals in Turkey, 5 GCC countries, India, and Russia, in addition to the licensing deal announced today. We estimate that over 2,000 patients are treated already with AGAMREE globally today. Therefore, we will continue to expand our global footprint through distribution and/or licensing deals during 2026 and still have some major territories, such as Latin America, to partner. So we are excited about Nxera joining Santhera's partnering network on AGAMREE.
Andreas, I hope you'll keep us updated on progress as you continue that expansion. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for having me.
Very welcome. Andreas Missy, he is Executive Vice President for Corporate Planning and Business Development at Santhera Pharmaceuticals.